Hello. All right, I am back, and we are going to go through micro animations on Adobe XD. So micro animations are great. I have a few different examples here that we're going to go through. They are fabulous for web design, app design, informing the user where to be clicking, and just getting them excited about these little gestures. We've seen through data that these things work. They literally entice the user into clicking on certain parts of the website, and it's great for conversion and just a better, exciting experience. So first, we're going to just revisit something that we already went over, which is the hover state. I'm going to go ahead and draw a circle, pretend like it's a button. I'm going to make it blue fill. And if you notice, I don't have my hover capabilities. That's because it's not a component. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add it here on components. The key command is Command K. This is my master component. I know that because it has the green diamond. Once again, if I copy and paste it, it has the white diamond. So that means it's not the master component. If I go to edit main component, and it will take me back to the main one. All right, so now I do have these component states. So this is the default state. This is when it's static. I have the hover state and I have the toggle state. So I'm going to hit hover state to create my hover state. And because it's selected, whatever I do while it's selected will edit the hover state only. So I'm going to make it a little bit darker. I'm going to add a border to it. I have to select my border. I'll do like something a little bit lighter, make it bigger color or bigger border color. And I'm also going to add a slight, let's see, a slight shadow. So I had to double click into the circle to get the shadow. We're going to make it a little bit bigger and darker. Cool. So now it's like, you're going to see the difference between hover and default state. So if I want to just see it during design mode, I can see it here. I'm going to hit default state, go into prototype, and I have my little blue line, so I know that this is set up correctly. And look, when I hover on prototype, it is all set up. So that's just like a really easy, quick way to make some little changes if you want to do a glow or a color change. Next, I'm going to show you simply how to set up a prototype here. I have this already set up for you. So what I did was I just grabbed my menu, copied it over. It's really important that you take the artwork and you copy and paste it. And then I just simply made these lines a little bit smaller. So I'm going to animate from one artboard to the next, prototype, drag my line over. I have this set up on tap. I would definitely encourage you guys to play with these. They're really fun, especially voice. It's cool. I have this set up to auto animate. We're not doing overlay because this is going from one artboard to the next. You can do transition, but I love auto animate specifically for this micro moments because then you can really play with some really cool easing features. So you can do ease in, ease out, and I'll show you what that looks like. So ease in, really straightforward and easy. Snap has a little bit more personality. And then we'll do wind up. Wind up is cool too. It has a lot more personality. Wait, I want to bounce up. That one's not as exciting. There we go. It was really fast because I have my 0.2 seconds up. So let's try it with 1 full second. Yeah, so it's cool. It has more personality to it. So you can play around with these. They're really fun. Next is something a little bit more complex. So I'm going to delete this so we can go through it together. I'm going to show you how to do this incorrectly first. So delete this. I'm going to copy my menu, paste it over. I'm going to delete one. I'm going to flip these guys manually. Center them. These aren't right. All right, close enough. Sure. Oh, my thing. My bad. Couldn't see that guy. All right. These look kind of right. All right, let's see what this looks like animated. Prototype, go. I have everything set up. I'm going to move this back to snap. I'm going to make this a little bit shorter. Play. Okay, a little funky, didn't work. So I'm going to tell you all the reasons why this didn't work. For starters, I'm going to copy, I'm going to paste. You don't want to delete anything that doesn't exist. You want to make sure all of the artwork is there. So some tricks to get around it is opacity. Sometimes I fade things out, or I just stack things on top of each other. So for both of these, I'm going to grab them, and I'm also going to go in with my rotate tool and move the angle here instead of doing it manually with my mouse. I'm going to make this one -45, and then, oops, you grab your artwork, not your artboard, and then I'm going to center everything up here so it is perfect. So now nothing was deleted, everything, or the artwork was retained as it was, nothing was adjusted too much, and it's stacked nicely. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna prototype it. So it's already prototyped, everything is there. Gonna do ease in. Play, nice. And this probably would look a little bit better. Yeah, there you go. Cool. So that's how you could do this incorrectly and correctly. The next one is a little bit more specific. I'm going to go back to design. So I have arrows that are flipping from right to left. So I'm going to go ahead, and right now this is grouped together. So I'm going to ungroup. Actually, I'm going to show you what this looks like correct. So how I want this to look. So I hit play and it rotates. You see how it's spun. So that's how I want this to look. So I'm going to go to design. I'm going to delete this. So I have this grouped together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ungroup this just so you can see what it looks like when it does ungroup. So same thing. I'm going to do this wrong first. I'm going to grab these. I'm going to put them over like this. All right. Let's see how this prototypes. I'm gonna go to prototype. Yep, everything is set up. Boom. Okay, so you notice because I copied, pasted, and drug these lines over from left to right, it slid. Whereas if I'm gonna delete this, I'm gonna group, copy, paste, and then rotate, it should rotate. So Adobe XD is listening to how you're designing and how you're structuring these vectors. So it's really important to think through how you're setting these up and play with it, have fun with it. See what breaks, what doesn't break, and what's working for you, and really use this to your advantage. It's all about learning. That is it. That is all I have for you for micro animations. This is just the basics, and there's a lot more to go from here, and I'm excited to see what you guys do with this. Definitely look online for inspiration. There's a ton out there, and there's more to come. It's evolving every day. It's a new space, and it's really exciting. So have fun with it. Thanks, guys. I will talk to you soon.